They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. These Native Americans and environmentalists say the road to hell is a wildly expensive, planned bike path through Florida's Everglades, and they're determined to stop it.
And it makes me sad, and it also makes me angry.
Miccosukee tribal member Betty Osella says she lives near a section of the proposed bike path.
No notification was sent to my house, and I wasn't aware of this project.
Miccosukee Tribal's spiritual leader, Bobby C. Billy, is outraged over the controversial plan to create a bike path like this one on Manhattan's west side. Except the one they object to would be 76 miles long, paralleling the Tamiami Trail.
Some of the areas that it's going to go through, my own mother, in custom with our culture, was laid to rest out in the Everglades. It's going to be built through near an area where she's at, my forefathers, an area where my ancestors shed blood for the right to exist.
Slicing through the Florida Everglades, through sensitive wetlands, through land Native Americans consider sacred burial ground.
If they find any sacred artifacts that they, who are not indigenous people, who are not Miccosukee or Seminole, they are going to determine what is going to happen with these artifacts, and which is concerning to me. And who are these individuals to decide if those artifacts need to go to a museum or to be returned to the people?
Critics call this bike path a stab in the heart to wildlife.
It's going to have great impact to the animals. Already along Highway 41, you see a lot of animals killed on the highway.
A path that will turn their already threatened struggle for existence into a deadly obstacle course.
If you're going to make a much wider distance for these animals to travel, that's going to increase the number of animals, the alligator, the raccoons, and even the panther, more area for them to get killed on.
The so-called River of Greenway would pave a bike path 12 to 16 feet wide, running from the edge of Miami on Florida's east coast to the edge of Naples on the Gulf Coast.
If you want to be in touch with nature, there's already hundreds of miles of paths that go out into the Everglades.
About every dozen miles, parking, bathrooms, water, air for tires, picnic shelters, snack machines. Also, people can experience nature. Nature, critics say, will be destroyed in the process.
Stuff that they were saying was not possible, we did it. We walked the entire route where this path is supposed to be built.
The cost? Staggering. Reports suggest up to $76 million. Critics predict it will eventually cost a whole lot more.
Someone is out to make money off of this, because right now the way the Everglades is that you can connect with it, you don't have to pay anybody to do that. You can do it for free. You can park your car off to the side of the road and walk into Big Cypress National Preserve. You can do that in different areas of the Everglades. You can camp out there, sleep out there. So there's already exist ways, but the public is being put under the impression that in order for them to connect with nature, this project has to be built. And that's highly incorrect.
All this as the government spends billions to preserve Florida's Everglades.
The state of Florida and even the federal government that has committed tax dollars, that's your tax dollars, my tax dollars, everyone who pays tax dollars, to Everglades restoration. When you build these projects into areas where birds nest, where the little fur-bearing animals exist, make their home, you're disrupting their lives. Just because you can't hear them complain to you, just because they can't vote, doesn't give them any less right to exist.
So how do you preserve it while paving it over? Jane Unchained sought comment from several agencies listed on the project. None of them got back to us. How's that for serving the public?
You know, I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother. And what is going to be here for my grandchildren? What is going to be here for everyone else's grandchildren?
Asphalt.
That's right.